Alright, subpart B, large packing and standards 178-900. Purpose of scope, subpart scope that comes to large packing intended. For transportation hazardous materials and for the packaging are based on the UN recommendations terms of the subpart defined with 171.8 of subchapter 178.904 large packing identification, large packing code the designation code of the 2 number will specify in paragraph A of the section filed with a capital letter specified in paragraph B of this section. Large packing code number of the designation filed with the 50 rigid large packet 51 flexible large package large packing code letter designation is filed with the means A means steel with all types of the treatment, B means aluminum, C means natural wood, D means plywood, F reconstituted wood, G fiber wood, H means plastic, M means multiple wall, N means metal other than steel and aluminum. 178-910 9010. Packaging a large packaging. Manufacturer make every large packaging with a durable layer, clearly visible and with the marking comply with the single line with the multiple lines, provide with the correct sequence of with the information required with the section letter numerals. Simple of letters 12 millimeters in height with the minimum markings of the requirements apply with large packaging. Simple manufacturing in accordance with the January 1st, 2014, the following information required with the sequence presented. 7 provided within statute 178.503E1 of the United Nations of the packaging similar illustrated 178.503E11 metal large packaging with marking its first name with the mode of the capital issue and must be applied with the symbol. Code number to designation large packaging designation type of statute 178 for the letter T's and W. File the large packaging with the design type of the identification, large packaging, large alphabet packaging, conform with the requirements subpart with the P, but there must be marked with the letter T with the large packaging, must be marked with the letter W, but the large packaging differs from the requirements of subpart P with the subpart with the test with the method other than those specified in subpart. Approved by the Associate Administrator in accordance with the provision 178.955. The capital letter identified with the performance of the with the design type of the successfully tested as follows. X large grouping me with the groups 1, 2, and 3 with the Y large grouping me with the groups 1 and 2 and 3. Large Z large groups may being packaged group 3. The months of the designated numeral year and last 2 digits of the manufacturer. Country authorizing allocation mark with the letters USA indicated large packaging manufacturer mark with the United States compliant with the provision subject to the name and address of the symbol of the manufacturer or the approval of the agency certifying compliant with the subpart B of the subpart Q with the symbol. If used, must be registered associated administrator stacking testing loading kilograms large packaging. The designs of the stacking figure 0 most shown. Maximum permissible gross mass with flexible large packing maximum net mass in kilograms. Following example of the symbols required marks for steel large packing suitable with stacking loads of 2,500 kilograms max gross weight of 1,000 kilograms. For plastic large packaging non-suitable large stacking maximum gross weight 8 kilograms. For large packaging non-suitable stacking maximum gross 500 kilograms. For steel large solids packaging suitable large stacking load of 250 kilograms. 2,500 kilograms maximum gross weight of 1,000 kilograms. All large packaging manufactured prepared to be manufactured after January 1st, 2015 must be marked with a symbol applicable to large packaging design stack of the non-designated stack appropriately. The symbol must be square with each of the being not less than 100 millimeters. As measured with the corner point of the shown with the figure the dimension not specified. All features that must be approximately proper to show. Transitional exemption marked with the conformance requirement of this paragraph effective December 31st, 2014. Continue applied large packaging manufacturer required manufactured between the January 1st, 2015 to December 31st, 2016. Administrative transportation large packaging marked with the January 1st, 2017. Conformance with the requirements of paragraph of the effective December 31st, 2014, continuing the life of the service until the useful end of its useful life. 178.915 general large packaging. Standard large packaging must be resistant and protected with the deterioration due to exposure to the external environment. Large packaging is intended with a solid hazard material must be site-proof with water resistant. Also, the equipment must be position protected with the minimum of the potential of the contents resulting in during largest packaging handling transportation. Each large packaging, including attachment surfaces of the truck, must be designed with the general loss of the hazard material and internal pressure of the contents. Traditional non-handling transportation large packaging into the stack that must be designed the stack and any lifting of the securing the feature with the large packaging must be division and strength with the same with the normal condition of the handling transportation without the gross distortion failure. There must be positions for the code and undue stress with any of the part of packaging. Large packaging consists of the packaging framework must be constructed with the packaging and non-damaged framework. It is with the framework at all the time. The large packaging design type of the must be constructed in such a way that the bottom lifted, the top lifted, the specified 178.970.975. 178.920 standard of metal large packaging metal provision section that metal large packaging in the liquid solid the metal large packaging type of the design and 50A steel, 50B aluminum, 50N metal, other steel, aluminum. Each large packaging must be suitable ductile metal materials welded must be made with the main to the design type of the integrity receptacle under conditions. Incident with the transportation low temperature performance must be taken into account with an appropriate then use of the dissimilar metal must be not result of deterioration that could affect the integrity of large packaging. Metal large packaging may not enter the ball moisture capacity greater than 3,000 liters, 793 gallons, not less than 119 gallons. This is 178, 925 standard with the rigid plastic large packaging. The provision with the section of the rigid glass surge plastic intended to contain liquid solid with the rigid plastic large packaging type of design. Designated 50H of the rigid plastic B2 is reserved rigid plastic large packaging manufactured with plastic material known specification to be shown strength relative to the performance capacity. Service is required performance additional performance of 178, 324 with the subchapter plastic. Rigid must be resistant aging degradation, ultraviolet radiation, protection with the again for the ultraviolet radiation. If there must be the provided with the radiation pigment inhibitor described in black with the plastic material. The additives must be capable of the content but maintain effect throughout the life of the plastic large packaging body, where maybe using the carbon black pigments and inhibitors over than those using the manufacturer type of design type of the retesting with the mitigation with the carbon black content pigment content and inhibitor cannot do not adversely affect the physical property of the material of the construction. Additives may include the composition of plastic material with the resistant aging with the set of the other purpose provided that do not adversely affect physical chemical property of the material of the construction. The UV of the material other than protection residual regrinding of the same manufacturing process. Maybe the UV of the manufacturer rigid plastic large packaging rigid plastic large packaging may not have the volumetric capacity greater than 793 gallons, may not have the volumetric capacity with greater than less than 119 gallons. Or 178, 930, shading with the fiberboard or large packaging. The provision section name of the fiberboard or large packaging name of the rigid fiberboard large packaging design is named the 5DG fiberboard reserve construction requirement. Fiberboard large packaging. Fiberboard large packaging must be constructed with itself as a double face corrugated fiberboard, single or multiple wall. This is appropriate to the capacity of the large packaging and the intent of the U of the water resistant hours for them must be such that the increase of the demand for the determinant of the test carried over 30 minutes of the Cobb method of determining water absorption not greater than 155 grams per square meter. See ISO 553 with the fiberboard must have the proper bending quality of the fiberboard must be cut with an screw crease without cutting with any of the thickness of the fiberboard slide with a permanent assembly with the cracking surface break for the end with the binding with the fitting in the corrugated fiberboard must firmly glued to faces. The walls, including the top of the bottom, must have the minimum puncture resistance of 15 joules, 11 foot-pound with the most feet corner with the ISO 3036 of the manufacturer joined with the outer packaging larger pack that may be appropriately overlap with the tape of the glue staple, the metal staple, the fasten, and other remains lessly equal. The fact that the one the joints are being glued or taped with the water resistant to heat of the maybe the metal staples must be completely through all PVC fasteners performed, in particular the any inner liner cannot be abraded and punctured by them. Integral detachable pellets and integral pellets performed with a large packaging with a detachable pellet must be suitable to metal mechanical handling with a large packaging filled with the maximum permissible gross mass. The pellet with the integral base for the design with the avoid to protrude and cover the damaged fiberboard large packaging handle of the body must be secured with a detachable pellet to ensure the stability of the handling and transportation of the detachable pellet. Even the top surface might be free with the protrusion might damage large packaging string with the device such for the timber support. Increased stacking performance maybe even the must be the external large packaging string with the device with the timber support and increase the stacking with the performance maybe even the must be with external to the line or load bearings for the large packaging intent with the stack within the design for the distributed load with the same manner fiberboard load large packaging may not have the volumetric capacity greater than 793 gallons, not less than 119 gallons. 178, 935. Storing of the wooden large pack. The provision of the section of the wooden large packaging is intended to contain large contain several wood large pack tab of the 50C natural wood 50D plywood 50F the reconstituted wood concentration requirement the wood large pack as well as the material of the method of construction pre-appropriate capacity intended for the use of the large packaging. Natural wood construct the large packaging must be well seasoned commercially dry the with the fact that the wood be material less than strength with any part of large packaging. Either large packaging must consider the uncut with the bars and pieces of the uncooled. With the strength of integrity large packaging with the equivalence piece with the one suitable with the method glue assembly with the litter and joint tongue with the tongue with the groove, the chip lab with the babbitt joint, bottom joint less of the two corrugated metal fasteners each joint with the other methods least equal to the effect of our use. Plywood used in construction must be at least 3 plywoods. The plywood must be well suited with the rotary cup slice sawed and vinyl commercially free with the fact that the wood being material left and strung with a large packaging adjacent plywood must be glued with water resistant to heat with the material other than plywood may be used with the construction with large packaging reconstituted with the construction large packaging with water resistant reconstituted with hardboard, particle board, and or other suitable type of the wood and large packaging must be firmly nailed and screwed with the corner and post by the end of the assembly. Similar device integral dish attachment pallets. The integral pallets may form the large packaging. Any detachable pallets must be suitable with the mechanical handling of the large packaging filled with maximum permissible gross mass. Pallet integral base must be designed to avoid protrusion that may cover the black apart and large cause damage to large packaging and handling. The body must be screwed with a detachable pallet to ensure the stability, handling, transportation. Where the detachable pallet with the top surface must be free with protrusion where they might damage large packaging. String the device such for the timber support with increased stacking performance may be due to the balance being strong liner, loading bearing the surface with a large packaging with a design with the distributor low over the same mean manner. Wooden large packaging may not have the volumetric capacity greater than 793 gallons. May not have the volumetric capacity greater than 119 gallons. All right, 178, 940. Standard with flexible packaging. Provision of the section of the flexible large packaging take that contains the large packaging type of the designated 51H. 51M flexible paper construction requirements flexible large packaging files.
Is it too much trouble today to take down the boxes for the Christmas shit?
Can you give me an hour?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just store them on the porch or put them in the back room if we don't do them this afternoon.
Alright.
Take it down today.
Alright.
Alright, thank you.
Shrink with the material with the construction flexible out and large packaging must be appropriate for the capacity side of the intended use of the element. Material with the construction flexible large pack for the type of the 51M with the complete with the commercial with the water not less than 24 hours. Retain the 85% of the tensile strength made for the original with the material contained with the equilibrium 67% relative humidity. So must be stitched to form the heat sealing gluing the equivalent level with the method of switch and sealing with the must secure the addition with the form with the quants 173.24 for the subject of the flexible large packaging with the resistant agent degradation caused by the ultraviolet radiation. For plastic flexible large packaging for their protection against the ultraviolet radiation must provide the additional pigment inhibition with carbon black. Vision must be compatible with the contaminants that remaining effective throughout the life of the large packaging, whether made with the carbon black pigment inhibitors, then you with the manufacturer be test designed and retested omitted with the carbon black content pigment over the content with the inhibitor cannot do the adversely affect with the physical property of the material construction of additives include with the composition of the material large packaging to improve the resistance of the age of the provider that do not adversely affect with the physical chemical property of the material flexible material large packaging filled with the ratio height with the more than 2 to 1. Flexible large packaging not have the volumetric capacity greater than 793 gallons, may not have the volumetric capacity greater than 15 gallons, and must be designed to test in capacity not less than 110 pounds. Subpart Q, testing of large packages.